Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be interesting. This is an open tag, so I hope that other creators will join in this. It is an open tag, so anybody that wants to get in on it can. And this was suggested to me by Zen Ali, who said he saw me struggling with opening Thumbstuds and stuff, and he asked me, do I prefer Thumbstuds or flippers as a opening deployment method? So what I have is an array of knives that some of them are Thumbstud only, some of them are flipper only, and some have both, but none of them are assisted opening. So that's we'll kind of go through it, and this is all subjective, and it's all on me, I guess, to do it. So hopefully this isn't too confusing. I'm confused already. But when we were talking about this guy here, the large penguin that was in the last video, it has Thumbstuds and a flipper, and it's way easier for me to take my fingers, my middle finger, and I can put it on the edge of that clip, and then it flicks right out and I have no problem. When I tried to do the Thumbstuds, the detent on this one is really good, but then this finger, my index finger, tends to foul the frame lock. So I have to kind of make sure it's out of the way, and then it will flip open. So that's kind of my issue with some of these, with them being frame locks versus a different liner lock or something of that nature. But like I said, since the flipper tab is there, I will tend, if I have a tab, I will tend to open with the tab every single time. Here is a Sitvian, and also it just has the flipper tab, so I will grab it, and it's a liner lock, so it look at the action on that. That is just so good. So good. Look at that. Just fantastic. I mean, for a budget knife, and it's a great work knife, I really like it. But hey, let's leave it open up on the table. Here is the penguin that will be in our giveaway. It is a Thumbstud only deployment, no tab, but it's a frame lock, so I have to always be careful that my fingers are not on the lock, so I don't foul myself when deploying it. So see, I did a little bit there. I could feel it being tight, but a lot of this is just me having to practice and learn how to do these things. Here's the great Roper Buffalo Warrior. Only has the flipper tab. Again, a great action on this knife. Just wants to just come, just a little shake and it's shut. Just a fantastic one-handed knife. Really love it. Just fantastic. You can't go wrong with it. Now here's one that is the CJRB. Oh gosh, I just went blank on the name. I think it's the Kickstart. I could be wrong. Anyways, this one here, it has the tab, but the detent on it is not the strongest. So on this one, you really have to, flip it out there and you're good. But then you have that little different lock. I forget what they call it too, but then it kind of falls in place. And like I said, it's a good knife. I like it. Definitely love the blade shape. It's just a sweet knife with the carbon fiber, but I wish there was a way to tune up the detent on it so it was a little bit better. That would be one thing that would be nice. And here is the Wee Banter, and this is Thumbstud only deployment. This is just about perfect for me. For when I think about Thumbstuds only, the detent on this is just perfect. Fantastic drop shut action. Just a joy to work with. It's just, If I can get my finger out of the way, it'll close really nice and easy. And for a thumb stud deployment, it's a dream. Now here we get a couple of K-bars. This is the Warthog. There's a thumb stud on one side, no flipper tab. Sometimes I can get it, it almost did it there. Sometimes I can get it to flip out. Other times I cannot. There you go. That time it did it with authority. Dang, that's better than my practice runs. But I grabbed it because sometimes it doesn't want to do that, and sometimes it does. But this is another great work knife. I have to thank Stuart Harvey for getting me turned on to this particular knife, because, see, there it goes. I was not really too aware of them. They weren't really on my radar, but a really great stout knife, you know, one that is definitely a working knife, a great, just a good all-rounder. You know, they're not that expensive, and they work well. You know, if you need a good beater. But see, every once in a while, I can't get it to open one-handed, and that's the one thing about, you know, some of the yeah. See, now I can't do it at all. You can always slow roll it. There, I got it that time. I'm not going to mess with success, but sometimes you can get them to open, and sometimes not. This one, the Dozier, I've never really been able to thumb flick it. I think it's because it's the mid lock on the backside. You can always, you know, slow roll it, but I've never been able to just open it with flicking it. So I don't know if anybody else can do that with a Dozier, but if you can, you're a better knife opener than I am, at least with that model. And last but not least is the CJRB Feldspar. Which this guy, you know, has a strong detent, but it's not an impossible detent. I still love that blade shape. These are such good knives. The Feldspar, you know, even though it's a couple years old, definitely, look at that, just a great slicer, great knife to have. And I love these natural jade handles. I know a lot of people like to dye them and stuff, but I think I really like to keep them just the way they are. I can't think of a color that's out there that I would say, you know, wow, I really want to change it to, you know, fill in the blank. But if you think of a color that you'd rather see it in, or what you would dye it in, let me know. Who knows? I may someday do that. Anyways, like I said, it's kind of one of those things of, you know, do I prefer one over the other? It's like everything else in life. It depends. You know, if it's a great thumb stud opening, then I love it. If it's one that's not so great, then not so much. Same thing with the flipper tabs. They don't really bother me. Some people don't like them at all. But I thought, you know, well, let me get some I have that aren't exactly perfect, and ones that, you know, maybe, you know, would show off that, you know, depending on how they're manufactured and, you know, kind of the way that they are, that you may find that you have issues with them. And of course, remember that, you know, all of this is influenced by my own skills, my own dexterity, and in manufacturing, like I've said often, I only have a data set of one. I don't have a ton of knives, and so some of it is definitely on the user, you know, which is my side, and I do take responsibility for my stuff. Because I'm not the best knife opener in the world, but I'm trying. I don't think I'll ever be in a contest for it, but you know, it's still good to be able to deploy your knife one-handed if you have that option. And it works whether it's a slow roll or if you can flick it, you know, that's always fun too. I'm not much of a knife fidgeter, but some people really do like the fidget factor, and that's stuff that they like. So anyways, like I said, let me know. What do you guys like? Thumb studs, flippers? I like them both. They work for me. I'm sure some people will have a better opinion. If nothing else, this is a great way to start a bar fight. So there you go. We always have that. All right, I will talk to you guys later, and I will see if I'm lucky, I might be able to crank out probably another video for tomorrow as well. So hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. I'm doing this while I have some ribs on the smoker, so looking forward to that. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. See you in the next one. Bye.